You will deposit every month for 5 years the amount of the plan that you choose. Doon po sa 250 pesos, after 5 years, you would have saved 15,000 pesos. Doon po sa plan B, 30,000 pesos. At sa plan C, 60,000 pesos. After 5 years po, tapos na yung programa. You may stop depositing. After 5 years and 1 day, the bank guarantees you 8.5% interest from day 1. Ang normal interest rate po ngayon sa bangko ng savings is 0.75% interest. But dahil ito po ay compounding interest at hindi nyo ginalaw yung dineposit nyo, ginagaranti po ng bangko 8.5%. If after 5 years, you stop depositing, at dahil noli me tangere account, hindi nyo ginalaw yung account nyo, it will double up every 5 years. So on the 10th year, yung 15,000 becomes 30. Yung 30,000 becomes 60, and yung 60,000 becomes 120,000. At dahil noli me tangere account, hindi nyo ginalaw, after another 5 years, do-double up ulit yun. Sa plan A, it will now become 60,000. Sa plan B, 120,000. At sa plan C, 240,000. At dahil noli me tangere account at hindi nyo ginalaw, it will double up again after 5 years. So sa plan A, it will become 120,000. Sa plan B, 240,000. At sa plan C, 480,000. That is the law of compounding interest na hindi po itinuro sa atin ng ating mga magulang, o kung itinuro man sa eskwelahan siguro ay hindi ko naintindihan. Let's say po 40 years old kayo ngayon at nag-umpisa kayo dito sa plan C. When you turn 60, you will have 480,000 pesos in the bank, which otherwise you would not have had if you did not begin saving. But let's say after the first 5 years, gusto nyong ituloy, pwede po. Nag-deposit uli kayo. So, on that level again, you get another 60,000. So, pagdating po ng 25th year, in other words, when the 40-year-old turns 65, he has another 480,000 in the bank. He would have a total of 960,000 in the bank, which is probably the best pension plan that you can ever hope to get. Pero, imagine niyo po, kung inumpisan yung mag-save nung bata pa kayo. Yung anak ko po, merong isang anak. Kumbaga, apo ko yun. Okay. He's 5 months old. I told my son, if you and your wife start saving for your son now, that is barely 6 months old, by the time he turns 21, he will have 480,000 times 2, because 2 of them saved, he will have 960,000 in the bank. And if they continue to save for him after that, by the time he turns 25, he will have another 960,000 in the bank. In effect, he will have the total of 1.92 million in the bank by the time he turns 26. How many of us had that money when we were 26? And because it is a savings account, you will all have your own savings passbook. The passbook is in your name. You are insured with PDIC for 250,000 pesos. In effect po, walang makagagalaw ng pera nyo kundi kayo lamang. Dahil nasa pangalan nyo ang pera nyo. Ngayon naman po, pag-usapan natin yung insurance. Sa plans A and B po, you are insured for 165,000 pesos. For accident, an additional 50,000 pesos. And if something happens to you because of unprovoked attack or assault or murder, another 25,000 pesos. Sa Plan C, you're insured for 215,000 pesos, 50,000 for accident, and 25,000 for unprovoked assault or murder. Ako po, dahil tatlong accounts po yung kinuha ko. Okay. Meron akong tatlong insurance policies. In other words po, I am insured for 215,000 times 3. I'm insured for 645,000 pesos. Meron pong isang kwento tungkol sa insurance na ito. Isa pong caddy ng Camp Aguinaldo Golf Club, si Freddy Bonaobra, ay sumali sa programang ito sa Plan A. 2 buwan pa lang po siyang naghuhulog, nayaya siya ng mga kaibigan, pumunta sa isang beer house, nagkagulo, na napatay. Ang sabi ng pamilya niya, yung mga kapatid niya, 17 years old, nako, baka wala po kaming matanggap dahil 2 buwan pa lang siyang naghuhulog. Ibinigay po ng Paglingap Power Savers Program sa pamilya ni Freddy ang 165,000 pesos. Malaking tulong po sa pamilya yon at that time. In other words po, what I'm saying is, wala po sa ating nakakasiguro kung ano mangyayari sa atin bukas. So napakaganda po ng programang ito na meron ka ng savings at meron ka pang insurance plan. Hindi po ba napakaganda? And all we are asking you to do is to save. Because that is what this country needs the most. We need to turn this country into a country of savers if we ever want to be great again. According to Dr. Jose Rizal, the youth is the hope of the fatherland. Kung tuturuan po natin ang ating kabataan na mag-save ngayon, then truly, the youth will be the hope of the fatherland. Meron po akong isang kwento. Towards the end of World War II, when the Allied forces were entering Germany po, no? Marami silang nakita mga bata na mga yagit, mga batang sira-sira yung damit, may sakit, hindi kumakain, gutom, lahat. Ang ginawa po ng Allied Forces, inipon yung mga bata, dinagay sa isang camp. Pinakain, binihisan, ginamot, binigyan ng mga kamang malinis, lahat. Kaya lang, nakalata nila na kahit na busog na yung mga bata, hindi pa rin sila makatulog ng mahimbing. May umuungol, may sumisigaw, may umiiyak. Ang sabi nila, bakit ganon? Pinapakain naman natin. So tumawag ngayon sila ng psychologist at pinag-aralan yung sitwasyon. After a while, sabi ng psychologist, I have an idea. When the children go to sleep at night, let us make them hold on to a piece of bread. Pahawak natin sa kanila ang isang pirasong tinapay. Nung ginawa nila yon, nakatulog ng mahimbing yung mga bata. Nawala yung mga ungol, yung mga sigaw, yung mga iyak. Kaya hindi sila makatulog na mahimbing dahil kahit busog sila nung natulog, natatakot sila na bukas pagising nila, wala silang makakain. Nung binigay sa kanila, nung pinahawak sa kanila yung kapirasong tinapay niya, alam nila na pagising nila bukas, kahit na papano, meron silang makakain. Yan pong tinapay na yan ay ihahambing ko sa savings. Kung meron po tayong itinatabi ngayon para bukas, makakatulog po tayo ng mahimbing. Dahil inilagay nyo sa inyong mga sariling kamay ang inyong kinabukasan. Ako po si Jaime Fabregas para sa Paglingap Power Savers Program. Ugaliin natin ang pag-iimpok.
Paglingap Power Savers Program. May savings ka na, may proteksyon ka pa. Ito ay sa pakikipagtulungan ng Malayan Bank, pagmamay-ari ng mga shareholder ng GMA7 Broadcasting Network, Philippine Daily Inquirer, at ng business partner nitong Smart Communications. Ito ay sa pakikipagtulungan rin ng Beneficial PNB Insurance Company.